nice breeze just as I'm starting this. This is spirit. I love this stuff. So anyway, John Redigo here. Another thought for the day. And I posted something last night, and it was called Facing Your Inner Self, but I'm calling the video The War Within, because being a master of shadows is something that we all have to take into account and work on in our spiritual walk. So I'm going to read to you. There's a flyby by Pico. And you wonder why I do this in my car. No distractions. As you know, yesterday he was quite vocal. I've asked him to be quiet, but he had to do a flyby because I let him out of the cage. So anyway, facing your inner self. Undo these chains, my friend. I'll show you the rage I've hidden. You and I can't decide which of us was taken for granted. Make amends. Some of us are destined to be outlived. Under the words of men, something is tempting you. Where is your will, my friend? You and I, right or wrong, traded a lie for the leverage in between the shadows of light. You're not who you seem. Too many times we've let it come to this. Step inside, see the devil in I. You'll realize I'm not your devil. I'm not your devil anymore. I've broken those chains. This is when we're willing and able to go into our true self and face our shadow. And why is the shadow so important? I described that in a few videos back about what it's like to face the shadow. I understand that, hey Sue, I understand that a lot of people have this mentality of being really good people. But living multiple lifetimes, we've experienced things from so many different extremes of opposites that, and this is why it's so important not to judge other people. Being a fan of music, all types of music, but I came across a memory on Facebook this morning, and it's called a song by, I forget who sung it, but it was Humble and Kind. And there was some really good advice in there, things that my grandparents had told me, and I want to share with you guys. And this is why it's so important to face yourself, and tackle that war within. But there's something that my grandfather always told me, and of course, being a young whippersnapper in my teens, even in my early 20s, I didn't listen, and a lot of us don't, because words don't teach. It's life experience. Okay, so I want to read the lyrics of this song to you, and then I'll comment on it. So please excuse me for looking away. I'm reading my computer. There's a lot that goes by the front door, but don't forget the keys under the mat. That's such a welcoming thing. It's like you're still welcome here in my life, Childhood stars shine, always stay humble and kind. Go to church because your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be a waste of time. Hold the door, say please and thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is finally realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always be humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. This is so important. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Flying for me is first love yourself, and then you can love others. Always stay humble and kind. Know the difference between sleeping with someone and sleeping with someone you love. I love you ain't no line, so always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please and thank you. Don't steal, cheat, or lie. I know you got mountains to climb. Always stay humble and kind. When those dreams... Oh, wait a minute. I said that, didn't I? I lost my place, folks. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. So, when it's hot, have a root beer or a popsicle. Shut off the AC and roll the windows down. Let the summer sun shine. Always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget to turn back around and help the next one in line. I think that's kind of why I do what I do. That's my calling, is to help everybody else, that's coming up, and to, share my life experiences, because I've learned a lot, and through my Native American lineage, a lot of gifts and talents and abilities have been handed down to me, and I'm grateful for that. But I'm also grateful for the opportunity that I've lived. I've gone through. It's funny, when I was a kid, my dad used to say, "Oh, so easy being a kid, and being an adult's a bitch, and all this other stuff is so hard." And I went through a lot of shit when I was young, but I won't get into that right now. And when it comes right down to it, I knew somewhere that the last half of my life was going to be so much better than what I'm dealing with now. I've just always known that. And I'm, between writing that first part, of The War Within last night, and then posting it, and then getting up and seeing this as a memory on Facebook for this morning, really brought me peace for some reason. And it did humble me, because like my grandfather said, if you don't humble yourself, Spirit will find a way to humble you. Boy, that was a hard lesson to learn. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you real quick. I'm going to be doing another video here in a few minutes, because today is Thursday. It's drum making day for me. I got all my materials and stuff set up, and I'm finally after a week, getting back to it. So I'm going to be sharing those online on Red Eagle Unity drums, and some pictures of how to make drums. I would do a video, but I don't know how to edit it. But listen, we all have a fight that's raging within, and I'm just here to tell you that I feel you. It's something that we have a tendency to go through every day if we're keeping our spiritual walk intact and in the forefront of our thinking. And now's the time to do it. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I'm going to be offering a class in different places, and it might become something I do online, so everybody can take advantage of it. But it's going to be called I just went blank. This is crazy. Activating your DNA in your light body is something that I was taught from the mystery school, and one of my mentors, and it's some awesome stuff, and it's coming to fruition. We need to activate our light body in our DNA. I'll give you a real quick hint. DNA, and what people show you in the scientific world of it being, this helix form that goes up, and it's also represented in the insignia for medical, the two snakes coming up, on the cross and things like that, which is actually the Kundalini. But we have a light body that is within us that can be activated, but this DNA is two things. It is light, and it is memory. It's a part of your soul that comes from one lifetime to another lifetime to another lifetime to another lifetime. So the thing about being a master of energy as well, for me, is that I'm able to pick these things up through past life regression and the things that I do to help you move forward, to release that karma from those past lives that's stuck in your DNA, which also moves into soul revocations. But if you have any questions about any of that, please contact me, And because if you keep seeing a cycle that's going on in your life, and you're not, it feels like everything's being held back by this freaking wall or whatever, and that's the reason. And we can figure out what it is for you. So this is part of what I do, but it's also part of the war within. This is they all intertangle. There's different timelines, different past lives and things that are eternal, that go into the past, present, and future, and all come together in this very moment. I would go on and tell you more, but I think you got the idea. Hopefully I've stirred up some interest, because it is very intricate and would probably take a seminar to last 2 days to explain it all and everything that I've learned. So anyway, these are the types of things that I want to share. So, as I always say, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and like my pages on Facebook. And, just dare to dream. But most of all, today, this week, when you come across somebody that is negative, just understand that you don't know the war within them. So just stay humble and kind. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow.